the width of the bottom, it's not an apex, but the width of the cutting edge looks identical all the way across. So that's telling me that my calculations worked. My stencil friggin' worked. So now we just gotta wait for some super high-end knife to come through, and then the pressure's really gonna be on. I was throwing out that water with all the steel in it, and I have a spot. I was thinking in 10,000 years, an asteroid's gonna wipe out humanity, except for a handful of people and creatures. And then 100,000 years, intelligent life will evolve again. And in this neighborhood in Mukilteo, a small steel or iron deposit will be discovered. Oh. Makes you wonder, right? Like, could that have been what happened? Like, all these deposits of stuff, you know? Like, could they be from old civilizations? Let's let this bad boy soak real quick. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break, and then we have 4 knives to sharpen. I think 3 of them are gonna go real quick, but we'll go ahead and get started with this guy, so in one video we can do a start to finish. Wouldn't you know it, I freaking forgot to hit record again. Gosh dang it. Been having that issue for some reason. I think it's the delay on my phone. So yeah, I've already gotten started. Things are going good. I contemplated grinding on the belt grinder or this, and all my, I'm way more confident over here than I am over here on the precision side of things, but that's so much faster, you know what I mean? But I'm so proud of the form I applied to this. It deserves my best start to finish. And man, I can't wait for the before and after photos. So I was just saying, before I realized I wasn't even recording, I got a nice grind going. It's nice and even from end to end over here. But on this side, for some reason, I'm having a hard time getting it started on down by the bolster here. If I had to guess, maybe my stone's a little out of shape on the edge. No, stone's in shape. Must have just been me not applying enough pressure or time. So I gotta get caught up on that. It's happening quickly, so that's good. I'm gonna bring you guys in for a close-up view. And here's our progress so far. I think we're getting close to setting the bevels, so my pressure's going to get lighter. That's just the way I do it. Hopefully we're going to birth a burr here any pass. That actually went a lot quicker than I was expecting. This grinding process.
I was thinking twice as long.
After this pass, I'll do one more on the other side and we're good, because I felt a burr everywhere but one spot. When it's in the middle, I'll show you. Right in the middle of the stone here. I'm pretty sure I lifted it right there, so it looked like it was on this side. I got off a little bit right there. Bad posture. Sticky support bar. Someone needs to figure out the science behind these support bars. Alright, and then let's stick the burr up on my dominant side. Alright, I am very happy with these results. I am satisfied. Boy, guys. I know I didn't make this knife, but the amount of work I did, it kind of feels like it. Look how perfect that is. Took off 4 millimeters, 4.25 millimeters of the knife, and couldn't even tell this thing got banged up by a coconut. Fruit Ninja's not for everybody. I'm teasing. Not every knife is created equal. After inspection of the burr under a jeweler's loop, I discovered that we have a wire edge. And I'm 100% confident because I actually saw, you know, a little piece of wire burr hanging off, but still connected. And so that tells me it's a wire burrs have the trait of a negative burr. So what we need to do is we need to try to thin that burr down as much as we can before we attempt to knock it off. So what I'm gonna do in order to achieve this, I'm actually gonna be working on the Tormek in reverse, edge trailing, along with our SJ250 Japanese stone. Let's go ahead and get that thing soaking. Looked at my phone and I'm not on record. My monitor, the camera, something's off. That's why I've been having so many issues with not recording. Just ran over the camera and it's showing I'm recording, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyhow, let's go ahead and do a Sharpie test. My initial bevel is 20 degrees. So I want to thin the burr by grinding at exactly 20 degrees.
I'm not going down.
Maybe 6.5. So I guess the best way to explain this approach is it's a less aggressive way to attack the burr. I'm just gonna try the burr, imagine it looking kind of like I imagine it looks somewhat like a tree. Imagine a tree with roots, or a mushroom growing into the ground, and we're trying to thin the stem of the mushroom. And the reason we're doing it this way is because if you do it wrong, you can just create a different type of burr altogether. And that's the foil burr. And my goal, since I'm in this for making money right now, I want to do this as efficiently as possible. So we're going to do 5 to 10 passes each side. Thin, light passes. I'm feeling a tick as I hone.
I might have a cut in my stone.
Oh, I feel it right there. I don't remember this happening. Try to rub that spot out. Oh, my wheel's loose. Apparently I didn't tighten it. Either that or I just loosened it right now. So for those of you that don't know, this is a high grit stone, somewhere in the thousands. If I had to guess, it's 2,000 to 4,000, probably 3,000. Sharpie test. Completely forgot all about it. But the good news is that our angle is slightly above the apex, and that's actually right where we want it. I'm still trying to dial my calculator in on this multi-base setup. In fact, Tanya and I spent about an hour out here measuring every square inch with lasers and doing the best we can with what we have. But it appears I might be a couple tenths of a degree off. But better to start out at a higher, to be 0.2 of a degree over than under. After this, we're gonna jump on the leather strop, the leather wheel with chromium oxide. And we're gonna finish the apex with that. Edge trailing is a lot safer. The only bummer though is that there's really no good perspective for my camera. So I'm on a it's a full-size Sony camera, so it's on a tripod, and I don't see anywhere that this could really have to be right on top of me. Okay, we're gonna clean up the stone. Well, apparently I didn't put my 1200 grit plate back when I was done with it last time. Oh. I used to have an 800. I feel like I had an 800. Maybe that fell behind the counter. Maybe this will work out that little nick as well. It's super small. $1,200 grit diamond plate. Grading this should put this up at about 4,000 grit. We're just slowly working away at that little by little. We're gonna make Cisco very happy. Who knows, this might turn out to be one of my sharpest knives ever. I've been doing a lot of reading about burrs lately. This is only my second try with this method for the wire edge burr. I'm getting good purchase down here. The heel I'm missing altogether, it looks like. Not altogether, but I'm not sitting on it long enough. But I'm not getting purchase on the apex on the cheek for some reason. This side, kind of same story, but I'm getting a little bit more purchase on the cheek. I'm not quite sure why that is. That hasn't moved. Oh my God. Or no, we measured projection distance after we grinded 149.01. 149.09, so that's good. Maybe this guy's just not even. Oh, I didn't bolt them down. That might be part of the problem. Whoops. So my multi-base is kind of loose right now. Well, whenever something doesn't look right, just figure it out. Ooh, I just felt a big pressure change. My ears literally just popped. I never feel them like that. That's interesting. Sometimes I can like sense it in different ways, like slight ringing or humming. But that's the first time my ears have popped. Maybe not the first time, but like that. That felt like really sudden and heavy. Wonder what's happening. I'm gonna go take a peek outside real quick. Well, we have a low pressure system, it appears, moving in from the northwest. I presume it's low because it's the northwest, that's Alaska. Oh, my ears are like stuck in that spot where you can't clear them. I hate that. And I could see pretty heavy rain clouds coming in to the south. Super nice. But to the north, it's pretty dark. That must have had something to do with it. I just realized I'm honing in dirty water. I'm gonna switch this water out here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on out there, but really nasty weather to the northwest and blue skies to the south. If I had to guess, that low pressure system from Alaska's pushing in, and that must have been what caused that that pressure change in my head. I've always been super sensitive to these things. I don't know why. It used to bug me when I was a kid because I loved swimming. I was in the water all day, every day during the summers. And I could go down to 10 to 15 foot, 15 was pushing it. But I had buddies that were going down, 20 to 30 feet, and I couldn't do it. I could never equalize my eardrums, the pressure in my head. Used to do this thing where we'd go find big rocks and we'd dive into the water with them and use the rocks to go down super deep and super fast, My buddies could do it all the way to the bottom, but I couldn't. So we're getting close to being done here. I noticed above the cheek, between the cheek and the point, it didn't quite look like I was working the apex much. So that's what I'm doing right now. That was my dad. I need to text him and let him know I'm filming real quick. He'll probably get a kick out of this knife. trailing method. It's new to me now that I have the multi-base. Have a lot of hours on this Tormic, but this is a new process for me, and it's really difficult to see where exactly you're touching what piece of steel is touching the stone, because the water's running away from you. Creates a little eddy, but it's definitely taking some getting used to. There we go. These are the results I'm looking for. This is definitely a longer process than I'm used to as well. The edge trailing seems to take a lot longer. But at this point, I bet you we're beyond a working edge and we're sharp. Yeah, you can just feel it, you know, it just slices with such ease. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and we'll finish up the last step. All right, next step, I'm gonna increase the angle from 20 to 21.2. And this is a step where I'm removing the burr. Last step, what we've been doing, we've been thinning it out. But now, we're gonna eliminate it altogether. I think one of these days I'm gonna have to get an actual, like, Japanese-made caliper. We're gonna do about 10 passes per side. Takes a little longer with this stone. If we had a diamond abrasives, we could get through this a lot more quickly, but that's something we don't have in this shop quite yet. Won't be long though. We're saving money, and that's on the to-do list. Been looking at diamond emulsion or solution, and boy, there's some wild prices out there. I'm thinking we're gonna have to make our own. Number 5, I think. Okay, one more on each side. Light as a feather. Nice. Just realized I didn't look at the bevel once that entire time, but yeah, it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Nice little micro bevel. Although it didn't really build up on the heel much. Damn, should have done that. Woo! It's nice, a lot of work. Definitely going above and beyond. This was the biggest challenge I've ever faced in here. I'm just having it really hard getting that micro bevel established on this side. I don't know why. It's got to be the stone. Riding the left edge a little bit. It's only on the heel too, the very, very tip of the heel. I'm not getting what I want. Okay, one more to set it, because hopefully I got it now. All right, there we go. All right, we made it. We're at the final step, and this is the Tormek leather honing wheel with pure chromium oxide. And so we went from a 20-degree grind to a 21.2 degree hone, and now we're going back down to 20. And the idea is that we're going to be able to polish the apex without altering its geometry. I've already done my Sharpie test for the sake of time. And I'm so confident now with all the new measurements we took last night and the plugging them in as constants on our calculator. My sharpening's just getting better and better every day. Oh, this damn app is just acting up lately. Looks like I'm recording. I guess I have no way to know unless I go walk over to the camera and look. Which it's about 20 feet away right now. Maybe 25. Watch this end up being one of my sharpest knives ever. The one that my most challenging knife. I am so looking forward to the before and after photos. It's gonna be good for my website. The business has really been picking up lately too, which has been great. It's all a little ecosystem, so you guys and your likes and subscriptions are helping my website, my confidence. I'm getting calls almost every day now. Do another layer. We've done this much work We gotta go hard on this knife. This time I'm gonna go as light as a feather as I possibly can. Well, in today's Tanya and I's 10-year anniversary. So Tanya, if you end up watching this, I love you. I know it's been a lot longer than 10 years. I think it's 17, but man, I am very fortunate. You know, I look at other relationships out there and Jesus, I'm very fortunate. But again, it's not luck. This was by design. I saw you, I met you, and I put together a strategic plan coupled with a handful of relationship tactics, and boom, you're legally bound to me, just like that. Quite proud of myself. One thing I've always been good at is getting what I want. Oh man, this knife. Okay, light as a feather. And I think it was Fred B. a couple months ago asked me about why I don't use this wheel so much. Man, now that I got this multi-base on here, I look forward to using it. And I don't remember how I answered your question. I think I would told you I was scared of messing up the edge geometry because I only had my hands. But now with this support bar and the calculator, my confidence is just through the roof. So if anyone's on the fence about this multi-base, I'll tell you firsthand, it's a good investment. But I get it, man. It sucks every turn. It's like, now you need this, now you need that. $100, $100, $100, $100. All while the CEO owners, beneficial owners of Tormek are chilling on their yacht right now. But hey, someone hit that lucky sperm club, you know, and got born to the right grandpa. That's what I gotta say about that. I wonder if his grandpa priced things the way they're priced now, or if that's a new tactic, a new strategy. Okay, you know what? One more each side. For the knife, the biggest challenge of my sharpening career, reforming a knife like from the ground up. And our last pass for this knife. Until we meet again, my friend, until we meet again. Don't go picking fights with coconuts. You hear me? You will lose. Stick to flesh, vegetables, and all things soft. Alright, there it is. Guess it's time we have some fun. But I think before I do, I'm gonna clean this thing up, make it look real pretty. Well, there she is, Cisco. Hands down, My proudest achievement in my sharpening career. Just not even the sharpness. We don't even know where that's out. Just the form of the blade. I friggin' did it. I friggin' did it. If I had more time on those, I would try to figure out how to polish it up and get rid of all these scratches, but I guess that's next time, right? So we're getting 1% better every day. All right, no snags. Yeah, this thing's sharp. All right, here's the moment of truth. All that work, all that time comes down to this rolling paper. And it's not raw rolling paper, but raw. Come on, guys. Send me a pack. Is it sharp? Yes. I'm gonna put this one in the ultra sharp category. Pull the loop out and try to figure out what that snag might have been about. But nonetheless, compared to what this was when it first walked in, holy cow. Well, I did that. That's awesome. I'm proud of myself. That's all I gotta say. Well, guys, if you enjoyed watching my biggest sharpening challenge of my career, stab the like button. Stab it, stab it, stab it. And hey, if you enjoy the content, I've got a lot more coming. 1 video per day. Actually, I think we're averaging like 5 or 6 a week. So looks like I'm taking a day off somehow. It's usually just life gets busy, right? But yeah, subscribe. Got a lot more coming. And the goal here is the world's sharpest knife. And we need to earn money to buy equipment. And then we're gonna get there one day. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you.